Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is wonderful to see you here today. Thank you for being here. So, today's subject is how to get unstuck. If you're feeling stuck, how do you get unstuck? Well, I have 7 ideas, maybe even more, but here are some for you to ponder and maybe to recognize. Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others. Because I always tell you, don't listen to me. Do not listen to me. Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to me. Especially don't listen to yourselves and the thoughts that you have, unless they're positive, supportive. And don't listen to me unless what I say resonates with the truth that you hold inside. And hopefully, then I can give you some cool ideas for navigating this beautiful, beautiful ride that we call life. So I have around 7 ways to get unstuck. So what is it that holds our attention and just renders us unable to move forward? What is it that holds us and keeps us in a particular pattern or a particular place in life? What do you think that is that keeps us stuck? The answer is quite simple, really. And it's only one answer, but it's a good one. Like some of my Southern friends used to say, it's a good one. Fear. Fear holds us where we are when really we would like to be somewhere else. Fear. And it is so important to realize that when we are right here in this present moment, right here, there is no fear, no future, no past. We're not stuck. When we are in this present moment, we aren't stuck. We make our choices with clarity, with precision, with high thoughts, not thinking about what could happen. We're only here in this present moment, and you are not stuck. It's where everything that matters happens, in this present moment. When you think about the past, which is dust, it no longer exists. When you consider the wounds that you have endured, the pain of the past, you begin to hardwire repetitive ideas and feelings in your brain. When we carry this negative circle of thoughts, constantly repeating in our brains, in our ideas, when we carry this circle of negativity, we begin to hardwire our thinking. It begins to hold these neural pathways in a very hard way. That's why, you've noticed, I'm sure, that many seniors, many people in the 3rd trimester of life are not their minds are not easily changed, are they? They're very stuck many times, not always. If they've been meditating all of their lives, certainly their neural pathways are very flexible, very open. But how many people meditate, and how many people have that perspective? So many in that age group hold a very hard line with their thinking. Very difficult to budge them. Very, very difficult to budge their thinking. They're carrying many times this negative loop of thoughts that won't be unhinged, that won't be pulled apart, which is what meditation does. So no matter what year you meditate in, yes, it is more difficult the older you begin, the older you are when you begin to open up your thinking, your thoughts. But that's okay. So what? What else do you have to do with your lives but to do something so beneficial in meditation? So beneficial as to open up your thinking, open up your thoughts, be more flexible with your mind, with your ideas. But when you hold these thoughts, you become very, very hardwired. So a calm, centered mind is clear to forge a new pathway. Your mind is brought back to this present moment, and it stays in this present moment where your mind is at peace, calm and centered. Through meditation, you learn to discern. That's the idea. You learn to understand, to know, and see the difference in a calm mind as opposed to a distracted mind. As you sensitize yourself to your feelings, you can recognize when you're in a particular spot, a stuck, perhaps, place that doesn't serve you. You begin to gain the ability to see as in with your heart, not your eyes. You begin to see with your intuition, your heart, your power. And you begin to see much more clearly with a calm mind. So that anytime you notice or become aware of your chatter, your distracted or unfocused mind, you can reset yourself. I'll describe that in just a moment, resetting yourself. It's quite simple. But through meditation, you learn to refocus so that your mind is razor sharp, clear, and completely centered in this moment. So how do you reset yourself? How do you become aware of these distracting thoughts, these negative ideas that you mostly have been given? They aren't your own thinking. They aren't your own thoughts. No, they are the thoughts of others who gave them to you. Mostly loving, simply unknowing people who raised you, unless they were enlightened. But you begin to notice these thoughts. And when you do, you can reset yourself. And the way to reset yourself is to simply stop for just a moment. I recommend, especially if you're working or in an environment where you are around others every day, when you are engaging with others, I recommend that you stop every hour or so, just for a minute or two, to reset yourself, to bring yourself back to this moment, to quiet your mind, to maybe focus on a chakra, something of beauty, your heart, something loving, but to clear your mind and reset your being. to be more receptive to light, more receptive to love. Reset yourself on a constant basis. You know, in the beginning, when we're learning how to meditate, we're learning how to focus. Focus, focus, focus. That is the beginning of meditation. That's the beginning meditation. Intermediate and advanced, you move on to other things. But in the beginning, you are learning to focus. And so, to reset yourself in the beginning, we take ourselves to a focus, a higher focus. Eventually, no need for that. Eventually, your mind is clear on a constant basis. Over lifetimes and lifetimes of meditation, clearing your thoughts, keeping your thoughts and ideas high, your vibration high, your frequency high. No need for this. But for now, focus. Focus on your power center, the navel center. For power, for more energy, you focus on the chakra at the base of the spine. This is your foundation, right? But I recommend the three, the power center, the heart center, and the third eye. Focus on one of those. They are easy to maintain a focus on. That is how you reset yourself. Bring yourself back to this moment by focusing. Just take a minute or two to reset. This can happen quite easily when you find yourself in a challenging situation. A situation that is chaotic, maybe, filled with emotion. Reset yourself by bringing yourself back to the present moment. In this moment, there is only happiness. There is no past, there is no future, there is only this moment, which is truly all you have. And so we reset ourselves so that you can be free to have a clear mind, to see clearly, to make clear decisions. Razor sharp, clear minds that make decisions more easily. So being centered in the moment is the idea. When you're able, taking it back to becoming aware of where your emotions are, when you're able to identify the old familiar thoughts and feelings, those ideas that are creeping into your mind without you even knowing much of many times, right? You simply have to become, I say that, you simply have to become aware. But with practice, it does become simple. You become aware of these thoughts creeping, making their ways into your mind, into your frequency, into your vibration. And these old familiar thoughts and feelings that become like a process in your mind. You begin to notice them, and you can clear them out. You can refocus and reset. You can change the thoughts. That's the best way to change the thinking. First reset, bring yourself back to the moment, and then change the thought, the negative thought, to a positive thought. I talked a little about this last week. Your destiny, creating your own destiny. This is how you do it, by changing your thinking. So we become aware, we reset by bringing ourselves back to this moment, and then we change the thought. We change the feeling. We bring it back to the present to create anything that you desire in this present moment. And so many times we have to create or see a perspective. We have to create an idea that isn't maybe what we're seeing with our eyes, with our physical eyes. In other words, let's say that you need or want, just to make it very simple, another place to live. And the place that you're living in is not at all where you want to live. It is not the kind of place that you want to live in. So what you must do is begin to create this desired place in your mind. See it, feel it, touch it, taste it. Change what you see and begin to see it here with your psychic ability, your love, your power, as you learn to focus in those areas. See these things with your heart. This is where we really see anyway. This is where the truth in our seeing comes into play. This is where we see things clearly, truthfully, honestly, not encumbered by the pain of the past or the worry of the future. Right here, right now, we see clearly with our hearts. And so we create these ideas in our minds, higher vibration, higher frequency, so that we draw into our lives more of the beauty that we want to actually see with our eyes, right? We draw these into our lives. So first, we recognize, we become aware of our thinking. Then we reset to get unstuck. With your awareness, notice the language that you speak to yourself with. Is it repetitive? Is it negative? Are they old, tired thoughts that you were given? Do you repeat these constantly in your mind? Listen to the language that your mind speaks to you with. And then, if you are stuck in a negative loop, imagine your thoughts changing to a beautiful, repetitive, positive language. These negative thoughts are simply your stuckness speaking. It is the part of you that is stuck that is speaking in this negative language. Recognize it first. Learn to be aware of it. And then when you find yourself, when you bring yourself back to the present moment, when your awareness is up in this present moment, take a look at how you feel. How does that feel to you to be right here, right now? How does this feel? Take a moment and just breathe. And be right here with me. No yesterday, no tomorrow. Simply here, right now, experiencing the beauty of existence. The beauty of you, of your power, of your infinite nature, connected to God, source, eternity, whatever your term for that is. Experience this connection right here, right now, in this moment. And breathe. No pain, no hurt, no worry, no me, no you. Only the light of eternity running through you, within you, without you. Experience that. That is the key to becoming unstuck. Recognizing the thoughts that you hold within. Because when you're in this present moment, when your awareness is up, examine, take a look at how you feel. I would guess that happy. would be the feeling that you would have. No past, no present. You feel fresh, you feel renewed, filled with energy, with possibilities, without worry. So how do you maximize this state of being? I'm sure you know the answer. By meditating as deeply as you possibly can. In every meditation that you do, to gain control, to silence the mind, to learn to focus so that you can see the beautiful being of light that you are. So that you can realize the full potential of your being. This is where it's done, right here, right now, in this present moment. To see daily that you are becoming the person that you want to be as you do what you're meant to do. This is the idea, isn't it? To be able to see that all day, every day. We have to constantly reset because the world is trying to bring your attention and distract you to maybe something that you don't want your attention to be on. And so we have to bring ourselves back to this present moment, to where we want to be, not where the world wants you to be. So that you can see what you're meant to do, what your purpose is. That's how you do it. When you can see yourselves as I see you, beautiful beings of light, having a great time on this planet, when you can live and love, in the same way that you arrived here, filled with love. You arrived on this planet from love. That's where you came from. That's where you'll go to. Because in the end, that is all there is love. So we came from love, we will go to love. When you can find that place here in this moment, on this planet, there will be no more stuckness. No, there will be no more stuckness. And you will be able to see all of the new and magical possibilities in every new moment. You will be able to see with clarity your own life unfold before you, filled with light, happiness, joy, love, all of the things that we all seek and want to have more and more of in this lifetime. Yeah, that's why you came here. You didn't come here to have a bad time. You did not come here to be sad, angry, frustrated. No. You came here to have a good time, to enjoy life, and hopefully to serve others. Who are needing a hand up. That's why we're here. So just to recap, let's recap the 7 ideas, right? So the first one is to become aware. Be aware of your thoughts. Because this all has to do with getting unstuck, right? Become aware of your thinking. Awareness is everything. It is everything. So become aware of your thoughts first, of these loops that you carry in your mind. Are they positive or are they negative? Become aware. Then calm your mind. Bring yourself back to this moment right here. Calm your mind and bring yourself here, where only light exists, where only love exists. Then become present and aware of your thinking and of your feelings. Become very present with everything in your mind. And when you find your mind wandering, or when you find your mind going into negative spaces, reset. Reset to unstick your mind, to become unstuck. Reset. And then choose happiness. Number 5, choose happiness. And then continue to choose happiness by affirming. Affirming to yourself every day, in every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. Use this affirmation every day, in every way. I am getting better, better, and better. Or any affirmation that you choose that supports you. That's the idea. Learn to give these thoughts to yourself in a more affirming, positive way, instead of the negative loops that you've been carrying around in your mind for so long. And then number 7, and I'll talk more about this next week, create your own miracles. Create miracles. This is what you're able to do when you become aware, learn to reset, learn to calm the mind, learn to be positive with your thinking about yourself. You create miracles. So I'll recap one more time the 7 ideas for getting yourself unstuck. Number 1, awareness. Remember, it is everything. Number 2, calm your mind through the practice of meditation. Number 3, become present. Bring yourself back here to this present moment. Number 4, reset, to unstuck yourself, to unstick yourself, to become unstuck. Reset. Reset. Number 5, choose happiness. It's a choice. You know this. You know this. Happiness is a choice. Choose happiness. Why not? The alternative isn't nearly as fun. So choose happiness. Number 6, affirm. Use affirmations to bring your mind back to a positive state about you. A possible affirmation is, every day in every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. There's another one that I love for those who might be going through a tough time. All is well in my world. Out of this situation, only good will come. And I am safe. All is well in my world. And out of this situation, only good will come. And I am safe. Everything is leading to my highest good. All is well. Sometimes we have these situations, don't we? And you must affirm to yourself that everything is happening for your highest good. And out of this situation, only good will come. Because that's what happens. That is how it works when you see it that way. When you learn to control your thinking. So number 7 is to create miracles. Easy peasy lemon breezy. Create your own miracles. When you learn to unstick yourself. Get unstuck. It's a much happier way to live. For those of you who might be new to the practice of meditation, every day when you wake up, take a shower, or at the very least, wash your hands and face, and sit for 15 minutes. Sit up nice and straight. Find a space in your home that is clear of clutter. Create a space that may have a table with a flower or a candle flame. is a great focus also. Maybe you have the good fortune of having a beautiful horizon to look out on, filled with foliage, maybe the mountains, the ocean. You might be able to look out into the horizon. Your tummy is empty. You're wide awake. If you need to wake up, have a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, do some yoga stretches. Learn to stretch your body, wake it up. Maybe do some jumping jacks. Maybe just up and down on the balls of your feet. There are great Tai Chi moves that help you to wake up, to wake your body up. So we wake up. Don't fall asleep in your meditation. There are many modalities in meditation. They all work. All you need to do is pick one. The one that I teach recommends that you stay awake. It is the highest, happiest time of your day. Why wouldn't you be awake and aware enough to enjoy it, right? So stay awake. Sit up nice and straight. You can be sitting on the floor on a pillow with your legs crossed if you like, in a chair with your legs crossed, or with your feet on the ground, on the floor. Either way, your hands are resting very comfortably in your lap. There are many mudras, right? We have different mudras that you can incorporate. I've spoken about the mudras before. You can look them up. There's lots of different ways to have your hands in a relaxed position. We have music for our meditations that you can use anytime. This music is infused with enlightened energy. It was composed, performed, produced by a fully enlightened being for you, for your benefit. What it does is it blocks out, it helps to block out the energies, the thoughts, the vibrations, the frequencies of all of the other billions of people on this planet, which is very helpful. So that all of the thoughts that are going to be running through your mind, you're able to release. And maybe not get as many of them if you focus on the music. So the focus can be several things. You can focus on one of the chakras, as I said, one of the three, the power center, your navel center, the heart center, filled with love and attention, and your third eye, resting in the center of your forehead, an inch or so above your eyebrows. These three chakras are very, very powerful and helpful for you to bring yourself back to a centered space. The music will take you very high. No drugs at all needed. Nothing mind-altering. So you're awake, you're sitting up nice and straight. Your tummy is empty unless it's growling. Maybe put a piece of fruit in it. Nothing to distract you, right? You're trying to bring a calm space to this moment so that you can meditate easily. And we meditate for 15 or so minutes. At the end of your meditation, bow, forehead to the ground, offering up your meditation practice to the infinite, to the universe, to God. Offer your meditation up in gratitude. And then watch as your day unfolds. Sit for a few minutes, by the way. Sit for just a couple of minutes afterward to allow the meditation to register in your being. And then watch how your day unfolds. Maybe you won't notice anything the first few times you meditate, but over time, you'll find that your attention, your awareness are up. The world is a little brighter, a little more sparkly. Your interactions are a little more calm because you're more calm. You're learning how to bring your attention right here. And that's a beautiful way to live, isn't it? In a happier, more calm way, because you've chosen happiness, and to that end, you're learning to meditate. Meditation is so wonderful for so many reasons. I hear this all the time. Oh, I can't sit still. Forget it. 15 minutes? Are you kidding? 1 minute is tough. I can't sit, my mind is racing constantly. I've heard this many, many times. And it is for those types that meditation will serve in such beautiful ways. It's simply a discipline to sit and choose to be happy. No past, no future, only this moment. Because truly, it is all that you have. Who knows what the future holds? The past is gone, it's dust. We only have this moment. And it's your choice on how you want to experience it. Life is your choice and how you want to experience it. We must get a hold and a handle on how we think. Always think positively of yourself and become aware if you're not, so that you can change these thoughts. All right, as we begin to meditate, as we prepare to meditate, I'm going to take myself off camera. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. Focus all of your attention on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, and relax the muscles around your eyes. As you do, your jaw muscles, your facial muscles will also begin to relax. If you're holding any tension whatsoever in your scalp, relax your scalp. Relax your neck, your chest. Relax your shoulders. Your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax, relax, relax. Relax your back. As you sit up as straight as is comfortable for you, relax your back on either side of your spinal column. Relax the muscles. Relax your abdomen. Release the muscles in your abdomen. Relax your hips. Relax your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. Now focus your attention on the center of your forehead and visualize that there is a slow but steady swirl of white light there. This particular white light is very soft and gentle. Visualize that the white light above your forehead is slowly moving in a clockwise direction. Then visualize that the swirling white light is slowly expanding. And as it does, the white light begins to encompass the other portions of your body. Imagine the soft white light expanding in a circular swirling motion until your entire body has become lost in it. Feel that the room you're meditating in is becoming filled with swirling white light. Visualize that the light is expanding beyond the room you are in to encompass the building or area in which you're located. Then imagine that the white light is expanding even farther, encompassing all of the area for miles around you. Finally, visualize the soft white light continuing to expand as it gently swirls around until it has filled the earth, the sky, the universes, and all of infinity. Let go. Let go and allow yourself to merge with the slowly swirling, calm, peaceful white light. In this timeless light, there is no yesterday, no tomorrow, there is no future or past. Your mind is calm and relaxed. All that exists is swirling white light, and you have become part of that light. Meditate and continue to visualize the swirling white light, experiencing peace and inner stillness into the first several moments of our meditation music, and then let go. Let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Now, let's meditate. Namaste. Thank you for being here today. Hopefully, you've gotten some good ideas on how to get unstuck in your life, with your relationships, with your work, with where you live, with what you drive. No fun to be stuck. Now, if you're stuck in something you're happy with, well, you're really not stuck, are you? You're enjoying life, right? So just to recap these 7 ideas for getting unstuck. First, become aware, right? Number one, awareness is everything. Not only in regard to being unstuck, but regarding life. Awareness is everything. That's number 1. Number 2, calm your mind through the practice of meditation. Learn to calm your mind. Number 3, become present right here, right now. No past, no future, only this moment. Become present. Reset. Reset yourself whenever you're finding yourself in a chaotic environment or situation. Reset. Remember that all is well and that everything is working out for your highest good. Reset. And number 5, make a choice. Happiness. Make a choice for happiness. It's your choice, no one else's. You get to choose happiness. Number 6, affirm. Use affirmations. Every day in every way, I am getting better, better, and better. Right? Affirm to yourself. Positive thoughts for yourself. Always think positively about yourself. And number 7, create miracles. We'll talk more next week about creating miracles. It's actually quite a simple process to create the miracles that you want in your life. Once you learn to get unstuck and reaffirm and create a calm mind for yourself, you can create miracles. And we'll talk more about that soon. Thank you once again for being here. We so appreciate your attendance and your love and your desire to change, your desire to be the very best you that you can be. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll see you soon.